How's it going, YouTube? This is Omni. I'll be doing a tips and tricks, Jen's game plan for Lidia Sobieska. Lovely character, by the way. Very strong character. I'm seeing some nerfs coming for her because she does some really big damage. Here's the match. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. This is just a tips and tricks video, like I said again, for Jen against Lidia. I've been using Jen for about 3 or 4 years now. Got to True Tekken God before the update, before the patch. No pro, nothing like that. I have competed for a little bit, but since the pandemic, I really couldn't do anything. So just been on ranked and trying to get stronger with Jen. And take with a grain of salt with everything that I'm saying in this video, because everyone plays their character differently, but I'm just using this game plan, or what I'm going to say, as a stepping stone for fighting Lidia when using Jen. Okay, first things first, you gotta learn how to backdash. Mine's not perfect, but it gets me through. Depending on the level of the player, you want to keep them honest with a jab or Jen's soft uppercut. I can see she was negative in frames, so I used Gen's 4 to create space. Most likely not the optimal punish, but I usually use it so they can whiff. Keep up with feinting, usually like the stuttering movement that you see them do. But you might get, yeah, like right there, you might get caught, but make sure they whiff and punish. And this is my first time, like literally this is my first time fighting her, so I'm just trying to keep up with her. Now the safest follow-up after that parry would be 2 plus 4, but I was feeling kind of risky and I wanted to get a launch with forward up 2. His punch parry and parry, like all in any match, will be a godsend, but do not throw it willy-nilly because you will be punished for it. They continue to backdash, feints, and she missed that one. Caught her crouching. Continue to do mix-ups. Want to stay as calm and collected as possible and keep backdashing. Recognize their patterns and try to make adjustments from there. Yeah, you can kind of see here, I start to get a little flustered, a little frustrated, and I start throwing out things sometimes. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, it just costs you the match. The best thing is to let her continue her strings and try to follow her movements. Once you hit the wall, don't do anything, because it usually ends with her being in the negative and leaves you for proper punish. This usually works for all characters, but throw a jab every now and again just to see where their mind's at. If you consistently keep interrupting their attack with the jab, it means they're getting flustered. Backdashing is very important. That's exactly why. Backdash with punish. Now I only use this move for her mid to high strings. The good thing about it is when we both clash, it ends up in my favor, therefore allowing me to get a quick combo win. You keep the same principles, backdashing, keeping spacing, mix-ups, all that. So here's a good lesson right here. Even though you smell blood, you keep your principles. You keep your principles. Yeah. I lost everything right here. I lost the whole round because I smelled blood and just wanted to keep attacking. And I learned too late to block. Okay, remember fundamentals. Try to can there, but only can when you know for certain they're going to run into you. I happen to guess wrong. And I said, yeah, there you go. I try to check there. See, the main thing when fighting Lidia, don't allow Jen to gel himself with the big moves. Keep everything honest with the jabs. Keep everything honest with the forward and whatnot. Only use hard moves when you have hard reads. The main objective here against Lidia and most of his opponents is to stay safe. She has a parry. I don't know why he's not utilizing it, but here, I'm about to use it here, and that usually gets me out of a lot of situations, and usually jails her. But it can also be the other way around. That's why it always depends on the level of the player. Now, if I was fighting, I'm saying a Tekken Omega, I probably would have gotten blown out of the water because his character knowledge would have been much more more effective than mine, maybe. But I've been playing Jin for a long time, so I've fought a couple of Omegas and whatnot, and I held my own, but still. Okay, so to recap, we're going to use Jin's Armored Kick. It's used for her high to mid strings, weak to lows, and it's duckable, so be careful. Jin's parry, it's used for her into her strings and hard reads. Include the punch parry as well on the hard reads. Safest follow-up is 2 plus 4. You could also do 4 up 2 if you're feeling kind of frisky. Third thing is control space. So you want to use your fundamentals, backdashing, sidestep. You also want to use 4-4 and electric hook fist. Those are really good on counter hit, and it usually keeps her in check. You always want to do that so you can keep the pace, and you always want to keep pace when you're playing Jin. The fourth thing is check. You always want to check if you're not sure about the frames. You want to check if it's plus to see if you can get in any other moves. You want to check if it's minus to see if you can block or whichever. You always want to check. You check with the jab. It's usually the most safest option. Electric hook can sometimes work because it's plus. And then the 4 if they're trying to sidestep. But I usually use the 4 after when it's my turn. And that's all situational as well. I know there's a better optimal way to punish those techniques, but I usually use that to keep space because they usually whiff afterward or to get frustrated afterward, and I use that to my advantage. Remember your fundamentals, always backdash. The stronger your backdash, the stronger you are at movement, and the stronger you are as a player. I appreciate you guys following me along on this video. This is just tips and tricks for Lidia, and you can really use these tricks on any other character. But I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Talk to you soon.